Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive JT. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you're new here, maybe you've just been hanging around for a while, please consider subscribing. So today, I wanted to answer the top 8 burning Jeep Gladiator questions. You know, I spent a lot of time researching these, at least 10 minutes on the web, and I thought I'd go over them with you guys because I found them to be quite interesting. So, number 1, is the Jeep Gladiator worth it? Is it worth buying? You know, I hear this a lot. People complain about the price. Oh, it's so expensive. Oh, you can get a different truck for a lot cheaper. Well, then why are you here complaining about it? Why don't you? So first of all, well, of course it is. Now, this is a Jeep channel, right? I mean, you know where you are, don't you? I've got 2 Jeeps. I've got a Jeep Wrangler and a Jeep Gladiator, so I'll preface this by saying I could be a little bit biased. Number 2, is the Gladiator overpriced? Well, here you go. This ties right into number 1, you know. But the answer to this question comes from Jeep, and I find it rather insulting, actually, if not overly amusing. But they say that you're kind of getting 2 vehicles in one, right? You're getting the Wrangler and you're getting a pickup truck. So, of course it's gonna cost more money. It's like a twofer, right? You're kind of getting a 2 for 1. You're gonna pay a little bit more for it, right? Now, I disagree. You know, I think that we always wanna pay less, right? But I don't think it's a bad deal. I think that what you get for that money is pretty darn good. Nice smooth ride, hauling capability, the latest tech, a sunroof, more than a sunroof, a whole roof that comes off. You can take the doors off. The thing is awesome. And if you're into more of a utilitarian or outdoor lifestyle, it's perfect for that. You can't beat it. And it does cost a little bit more. Number 3, is the Jeep Gladiator a flop? You know, they put it out last year. I'm sure they had high expectations. I mean, anytime you release a new product, you hope it's going to set the world on fire, right? Well, in the first several months after the Gladiator's release, dealers sold 2,584 of them in May. This is 2019. And 4,231 in June of 2019. However, the Gladiator did finish that year as the worst selling Jeep vehicle for 2019. Now, you know, they didn't come out January 1, so they didn't have a full year anyway. So it doesn't surprise me that it would be the worst selling. I mean, it really would have had to set the world on fire to be number 1 of their other products. I mean, come on. So we'll see. Once the numbers are solidified, put together, mishmashed around, manipulated, and put out for 2020 and 2021, we'll see how the Jeep Gladiator really is doing. Number 4, the biggest, or what is the biggest reported problem with the Jeep Gladiator? You know, again, it is a new model, designed as a new truck, so you would expect, unfortunately, that there's going to be hiccups and stuff, and there have been. You know, not the worst thing, but what I've experienced on mine was the auto stop malfunction. I've talked about that before. I really believe that's due to a defect or a defective auxiliary battery. That's what controls that system. Get it replaced and you should be golden. But the number 1 reported problem is the steering. The Gladiator is difficult to steer and wonders at highway speeds without moving the steering wheel. So in other words, you're sitting there, you're white-knuckled on the steering wheel because you're freaking out because it's going all over the place, and it's going back and forth on the road, but the wheel isn't turning. That has to be a daunting feeling, right? It's almost like the truck has a mind of its own, and you have no control. I'm sure that's what it feels like, and I can understand that would be a big problem if you have it. I have not experienced that in either one of my Jeep Gladiators, nor my Jeep Wrangler. So no issues like that for me, but it is a valid problem, so much so that Jeep came out with an all-steel replacement steering box to get rid of the aluminum one, which is what they're blaming the problem on. I still hear some people talking about steering problems with the Jeep Gladiator, and the Wrangler for that matter. So I'm not sure that it really solved the issue, but time will tell. Number 5, why are Jeeps in general considered unreliable. Now, this is even more insulting. This comes from Jeep again. Jeep believes that its owners romanticize the model, that we expect more of it than it really is. I don't know, man. I mean, I think you should expect what the thing is built for, right? And if it doesn't do that, I don't know that we're romanticizing it. We're just reporting our experiences with it. So I don't really agree with that. I don't think we romanticize it. I think it just has some reliability problems. Number 6, how long does a typical Jeep engine last? Typically, they last up to 280,000 miles before significant problems start to occur. That's not bad. I mean, I've never had a vehicle 280,000 miles. I don't even know if I've had a combined number of vehicles with 280,000 miles, but they also say that a Jeep that is well maintained, you know, that you take care of the engine, change the oil, do the stuff you're supposed to do, should last 20 years or over 400,000 miles. That's not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. Number 7, do Jeeps hold their value? Oh man, do Jeeps hold their value? I believe Jeep is number 1, the Wrangler. If the Wrangler's not number 1, then it's number 2 to the Tacoma back here. Jeeps usually sell for 80% of their new price after 3 years. However, there is an exception to this, so if you're unlucky enough to have this one, and that's the Jeep Liberty, it depreciates faster and loses ground, or rather loses around 45% of its value after 3 years. Number 8, and this is the most interesting one of the bunch, I think. Why do Jeep owners wave? You know, everybody talks about the Jeep wave and they get downright offended if they don't get a wave back, right? Well, according to Jeep, to show Jeep solidarity, of course, should you wave at just any Jeep that you see? The rule, and this is hard and fast, is yes. It makes no difference what model is being driven, what you might see on the road. It's still a Jeep and you should wave at it. That's the rule. Everyone should follow it according to Jeep. Yeah, go figure, right? So anyway, I just wanted to go over the top 8 burning Jeep Gladiator questions answered. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Are these really the top 8 burning Jeep Gladiator questions? Is there something I missed? Leave a comment, let me know, I'd be curious. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma, and my newest Rob Motive Tundra, about my quest for the brand new redesigned Toyota Tundra. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.